So yes, today's workshop is about online reputation management. So basically, we would like to talk about different ways how to build their reputation online, as well as how to do it properly. And we will briefly tell you about the main methods and how to apply them. Let's start first of all with what is online reputation. So online reputation is the way in which opinions about your projects or business are formed between users. And we should say that reputation is extremely important for businesses because I guess around 90% of people, when they want to use your service or product, they are searching for different reviews or articles about your business. So it's extremely useful to have the websites with the good reviews, the good articles, as well as develop social media channels. And here we go to the point where reputation consists of online review platforms, local listing websites, your website itself, and social media channels. And why is it is important? Because it can attract a lot of new users who read the good reviews, articles, and stuff like that, and they decide to use your project. Also, it's important to say here that around 50% or 60% of people aged 18 to 50 make their decisions according to online reputation. So, for example, if they open Google and they see around half or more negative websites, negative reviews, they decide not to use your service. Also, it mitigates the impact of bad reviews. So let's imagine one person wrote the bad review on your platform, but there are around 20 good reviews. So they would probably decide that the problem was with that person, but not your project. Also, it increases trust. So nowadays, I think the most effective marketing is word of mouth marketing, and people more likely to trust like normal people like we are, not the advertising on the internet, not even bloggers and influencers, I think. So if people recommend your business, they tend to be more loyal to it and they tend to maybe spend more money. And moving forward, let's talk about how to start building their reputation. I think it's essential, first of all, do the research and analytics of what we have so far. So a good research of different reviews platforms would be good, as well as the research of different queries in the search engine. So, for example, you can try to look at different outcomes when you type your business name plus reviews. So you should basically understand what image has your brand now. After that, you should identify the key points where you should work. So, for example, you can see in the search engine that there are some platforms with the bad reviews. So probably you should apply SEO, search engine reputation management, as well as maybe encouraging your users to write more positive reviews and stuff like that. And it's quite important to use a holistic approach when working and creating the reputation, because, if a user sees a complete image of your brand and they see that, it has a good reviews, it has quite good articles about it, and also their social media is quite developed and users there are active, they would probably decide that your project is decent. And also one tip here would be if your project is new and you don't have any platforms yet where the users can leave their reviews, you can develop them yourself. So basically you can create a platform, a group in Facebook, for example, and call it like your brand name and then the word reviews, and it will go pretty high when you type your brand name plus reviews in Google, for example. And also you can monitor the negative reviews as well as positive reviews there and reply quickly. So let's talk now about monitoring of mentions. Now I think the most useful tools here would be Usecon, Ditorum, IQBIS, and other softwares. So basically they allow you to monitor the keywords or key phrases which you would like to look for, and they allow you to monitor them not only on the websites, but also in social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Some of them allow to monitor Telegram. So how it works, you type your queries, you type the keywords which you'd like to track, and then you set up some other settings. So for example, you can choose the language in which you'd like to track your mentions. You can choose the influence score of the mentions. So the influence score, it's more applicable to the comments and tweets, for example. So if a person have a lot of followers and his comments are seen, it will have the more influence score. So usually when we apply social monitoring, we apply the influence score more than 5. So it's from 5 to 10. Basically, it's for comments which are in the second upper part. Then also you can choose the sources from where the mentions come from. So for example, if you don't want to track the websites, you can just exclude them from the list. And then it's also quite convenient to to display these mentions in the Telegram channel. So for example, you have a special Telegram channel where the mentions from this software come. So it kind of makes it easier to track the mentions because you don't need to open this soft every time. And what are the benefits of monitoring? So first of all, it allows to identify if there is some negative, for example, feedback about your project, and you can easily and quickly neutralize it. Also, it gives you some opportunities to promote your project. So let's say you're a marketing agency and you're looking for new clients. So you would probably like to look for the businesses which received the investments not that long ago. So for example, you type some project raised or got the investments, and you monitor the mentions on Twitter. And when you see the mention, you can tap on it. It will be opened in the original source, and you can write the comment from your account brand, or you can directly contact them using other sources as well. So this is pretty useful source for both building reputation as well as attracting new clients and working with the mentions of your project. Let's talk more about working with negative comments, negative feedback about your project. I think it's quite essential because people usually pay more attention to negative comments rather than positive ones, and they tend to trust them more rather than positive. So it's quite also important to identify them quickly because people do not like to wait. And that's why you can also try to use monitoring systems for that. So it allows you to monitor the mentions in real time. And if you would like to monitor negative comments, you can just create a special query for that, and you will see them quickly and you will reply quickly, which will also increase loyalty of the users. So negative can also be different. So for example, some of the negative comments are from bots, they are spam, probably from the competitors or whatever. And you can try to answer them in a joking way, but the joke should not be personal and stuff like this. It can be good if you really think about some funny reply, and then it might become viral. There were some cases like that, so you can try to use this approach. Also, if the comment is valid and it's a real it's from a real person and they really had a problem, you can try to answer them on the comment, and you should try to continue your communication with them, not in the comments, but in the direct messages or via the support, because it's important that other users do not see the whole process of how you discuss this problem, but it's important for them to see that the result was achieved and that person who had who had some problems with your product or service, they are satisfied. So when the problem is solved, you would want to add the comment from your side, for example, this problem was solved, everything is fine. Thank you for texting us, and we'd like to help you anytime. And also, using monitoring systems, you can monitor negative comments not only on your page, but also in the whole internet. And if you see the negative comments about your project, for example, from other users, but you cannot, reply to them on your page, you can use other accounts of people who are not connected to the project and maybe reply that, the project is decent and we don't really know what you're talking about. Or you can reply from your friends, from your brand page, and suggest them to contact the support. And here comes Nadezhda.
Hi. So talking about public relations, the first note I should mention is that public relation is like a system. And to start proper PR campaign, here's like 4 steps, which I consider as a must to do when you do this. What does it mean? Step 1 is about you should decide why you want to start public relations and why you want to appear in media. And this goal should be like a business goal, not just like I want to be on the first page of Forbes, but why I want to be there, what exactly I want to say, what exactly I want to sell, and to whom. And understanding this will make your campaign properly and effective. Like, for example, if you want to reach some people to buy your token, no need to go to Forbes. You should go to Telegram channels. Maybe it will be much less expensive and much more effective. Second step is to determine responsible persons. And this means not just to hire some PR manager who will do all the stuff alone. So like this, it's never work. It should be like a person who do public relations and person who gives the content to this guy. It could be like someone from IT, it could be you yourself, it could be CEO, wherever, but still it should be like a common work with the expert and public relation person. Third step is about to build proper PR strategy. Like once you understand what exactly goal you want to reach, you can like make small goals, some milestones, and see how it works. And the last but not least step is to consider these milestones, to set up like a weekly reports or monthly reports to see how it goes, because the media sphere is that sphere which is very fast changing. So you should always be like put your wrist on what's going on and adjust it if needed. Next slide. And here I made like 5 commandments of successful PR. First of all, it's regularity. Like I said, proper PR campaign, it's a system. You cannot just like go make one interview and enjoy it for whole your life. You should be open. Like if you start being open, you should keep being open. As I know, to enjoy the best effect of public relations, it will be good to appear in media at least once every 2 weeks during 3 months, not less. Also, it cannot be only just one PR campaign. Like I said, even if you appear in media like every 2 weeks, 3 months, and then stop, it won't work. And the third question is about budget. It doesn't mean how much coffee your PR manager drinks with a journalist, which is also not very free, but still everything in public relations building on content, especially in crypto. So first of all, you should invest time if creating this content, and you should invest some money in to make it visible. The first point is about to trust to PR professionals, because we all know how to make a good text, and we all know that we're as experts, but know better how to explain everything. But still, the PR person knows better how to sell it to journalists. And the last but not least point is about, like I said before, media sphere is changing very, very fast. Today, what hypes today cannot hype tomorrow. So you should be always like up to date in what's going on to do maybe news checking or some stuff like that.
Okay, so let's talk. We already talked about the negative feedback and negative comments and how to deal with them. And now I would like to briefly talk about positive reviews. So to have positive reviews about your project is quite essential. And there are some ways how to, well, post these positive reviews. First of all, you can encourage your users to post them, because usually people, if they use your project or service, if they use your product or service, they tend to write only negative reviews because, well, it takes time to write it. And usually people do not want to spend time on writing positive reviews if everything is okay with the product. But if they have some problem and they don't like it, they would probably find time and write some negative. And well, to encourage people to write positive feedback, you might want to well, offer them some bonuses for that. For example, well, it depends on your business, but you might offer them a discount, a further discount for something. You might offer them some additional bonuses like small presents and stuff like this. So I think it usually encourages people to write their reviews, and that way you will get the native positive reviews, and they will be from real people, and other users who will see them further, they will probably trust your project. Another way how to attract positive reviews, or how to write positive reviews, is to write them yourself. So for that, you should identify the key points about which you would like to write the reviews. Then it's quite important to use the internal copywriter who knows your project really good, because, well, from our experience, it's better when the person who writes the reviews knows everything and knows the up-to-date information, and he's also, or she is also, interested in this positive feedback. So after that, it's also important to gradually post these reviews, because most of the platforms, for example, Trustpilot, they are quite strict in monitoring this well, fake reviews. So you need to do it carefully. You can also use some services. There are some services online which help you to post the reviews. Some of them allow you to post your own reviews. So basically you download the text and they are posted by some people. And some of the platform offers the service in which they write the text, but I would strongly recommend to use the latter ones, because those people who write the reviews, they are not interested in that. And usually this is some bullshit. And well, the most useful websites for reviews in crypto, I would say the Trustpilot, Scam Advisor, also Facebook, and maybe SiteJabber. Well, yeah, I think it's everyone for this slide. And let's talk about search engine optimization, well, search engine reputation management. Basically, this is the service in which you create a positive image of your brand in search engines, and you do it by pushing the negativity out of the search engine, and you are raising the positive websites, positive articles, reviews in the rankings. It is also extremely useful to use this service because, as I said earlier, around 90% of people, they look for the reviews and they check the reputation of the product before making the purchase. And more than half of them would probably do not make the purchase if they figure out that the brand has a weak reputation and there are a lot of negative feedback about it. So the main goal of the SERM is to put your positive websites in the upper part of the search engine outcome and the negativity somewhere more far than the first page, because people usually look at the first page. And this can be achieved by SEO promotion tools, buying links, writing articles with the keywords, and spamming sites to be removed. So speaking about writing articles with the keywords, it can also be done the creation of new websites, blogs, business card sites, and profiles in professional communities. So you should also pay attention to SEO here. And if everything is fine, they will be ranked high. Also, posting positive feedback, as I said earlier, deal with the negativity, and SERM is quite, you will not see the result quickly. It usually takes 2 to 3 months, but well, the result is long lasting and I think it's worth it. Another service is social monitoring. This service is usually applied together with the monitoring services. So basically, we use the monitoring software where we identify the keywords, key phrases, and then we track them. And we see the most relevant comments to the project. Mainly, we use this service in Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And under the post, under the most relevant posts, we leave the comments about the project, either on the behalf of the project itself or from different users. When we leave the comments from other users, it is kind of shilling, but under each post, the comments are different. So there is, they are all relevant to the root comment, and they vary depending on the context. And this tool allows you to increase recognition of the project, because usually we leave the comments under the popular tweets or other posts. It also allows you to attract new users, because if they will look through the thread comments, they would probably see the comment about your project and they might get interested. And it also allows you to properly work with the reputation of the project in the social networks. You can quickly track the mentions of your project and interact with them. We would recommend usually to leave around, up to 1,000 comments per month with the mention of your project. And it's also quite long-lasting result, I would say. And here, let's summarize the main points of our presentation. So, here are the key factors then building online reputation. First of all, a project's online reputation is one of the key factors in a potential client's decision to engage with your product or business. That's why a comprehensive approach to handling reputation is essential. So you should consider all the tools which are available to you and try to use them as efficient as possible to create an attractive brand image. which will further attract new users, attract money, and build a good reputation. Also, dealing with negativity is quite important and necessary, so you should not forget about it. It not only does help to build loyalty and trust for your project, but it also helps you to retain customers and highlight weaknesses and improve them. So you might not know about some of the weaknesses of your project, and when you see the negative comments about it, you might want to improve it yourself and make your business better. And when speaking about the positive feedback, it's important to try to encourage users to write the positive feedback themselves, not by yourself. But if you'd like to write more reviews, it's not that bad to add them yourself, but just make them look real, like they're from real users. And well, you might want to put 5 stars, 4 stars, maybe sometimes 3 stars, but we would suggest to stick to 4 or 5 stars. Yeah, so this is it.